What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the graphic novel Batman The World, which you can see I have right here, and I have a hardcover version of this. Now this is basically like a tale of like Batman stories that is written by like artists and writers from around the world. Like you have like France, Spain, Italy, Germany, Russia, Turkey, Poland, Brazil, China, Japan, places like that. So it's like a bunch of different stories in this book that take place, like they are from writers from around the world. So basically you have writers in all these different countries who are doing their own take on Batman. And it was a pretty entertaining book. I even think this cover is kind of awesome too, like with Batman right there on top of like the globe looking thing. Now it doesn't really have like no one set story. It's just basically like a bunch of like series of stories, you know, just told by different artists, like I say, from like Japan, Germany, and so on, like just around the world. Because each story, when it starts, it'll start with like a particular like country. Like you can see like the flag, and it's telling you which artist that it's from. It'll say like, and they'll name like the artist names, like, you know, or the writer's names, and it'll say which country they are from. And it goes in order too, because it does start with, I think, the United States, then it goes to like France and so on. Now it has a bunch of beautiful art throughout the story too as well. Even like a lot of the tales were pretty good too as well. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty awesome book. It seemed like it was kind of short though. I thought it would be like much longer than that, but it was still a pretty entertaining story. Now one of the things I thought was interesting about it too as well, it actually showed like villains or like characters that I guess probably are new within the Batman like universe, because I didn't even know some of these characters, and I bet they are part of like the Batman like family, you know, like the universe basically. So I think that was kind of interesting, like certain characters like I want to say some of them, but just leave it at that. But yeah, it's just a bunch of like different like tales. It kind of reminds me of Batman Gotham Knight, like that DC like anime movie they did that time, like which was like kind of like an anime, and it was like told by different like creators, you know. Then there was like done anime style. It kind of reminds you of that to a certain extent. But the artwork in the book is pretty good. It has some awesome stories too as well. Like I said, I feel like it was just too short, but it was still pretty entertaining, you know. And I knew I kind of probably would enjoy this because everybody's own take on Batman from around the world. I figured that probably like pretty cool the way they would do that. So in the end of Batman The World, I would definitely recommend, especially if you're interested in seeing like various writers putting their own take on Batman, like how he looks and all that from around the world. I would definitely recommend reading this. This was a pretty awesome book. So yeah, I'm giving Batman The World, like I said, I still feel like it was kind of short, and like I say, it's kind of all over the place, but still it is pretty entertaining because it doesn't have no one set story. It's like Batman is doing like a bunch of different like adventures around the world. It's not one set story. They're not all involved in like one story. It's like different like tales, you know. So I'm giving this like a B-, and I would definitely recommend reading this, you know. So this is my review for Batman The World. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.